I'm gonna tell you how, if you just relapse or you're on day 0, how you can literally fucking turn it into one of the most productive days of your life. And look, I understand, right? The reason why I preach about semen retention is to help you start, your semen retention journey, your transformation, and to make it so that you get increased energy to work on your business, to make more money, to attract the girls at the gym or going out wherever. It's like, of course, yeah, the benefits are really beneficial, but there's something that I called the rebound effect. I just made that up. Whoa, fancy term. Okay, so if you just relapsed like a day or two ago, or literally today, just before watching this video, this thing called the rebound method, which is like, you're literally, because you've relapsed now, you've got the post-nut clarity and everything, you're literally going to use that as fuel to bounce back in the other direction. And if you relapse hard, you relapses once or whatever, you're gonna launch yourself in the other direction. And that is the best way to get over that, the shame, the post-nut clarity and the guilt and everything, okay? Because I've been there like hundreds, probably thousands of times at this point. Oh my God. Because I've been there so many times, honestly. And if there's one thing I know that really works, it is literally this rebound method of, let's say you just relapse, and I don't want to make it your goal to relapse right now. If you're feeling like horny or whatever, like obviously don't. But let's just say you have relapsed over. Now you're going to use that anger, that hatred for just relapsing, and you feel guilty, like, oh, why did I do it? You're going to use that anger as energy, because even though you might feel a bit drained downstairs and you've just like exited like life force out of your body, you're still going to have energy in it. You're not going to be completely depleted. You're going to be drained, yeah, for sure. But you've still got like that fucking anger, which you can manifest into energy. And when you manifest that anger into energy, you can use that productively. And so you've literally rebounded now. So you've hit the wall hard and you thought like, oh, fuck, that really hurt. I'm going to sprint in the other direction now. I'm just going to launch myself out of bed or whatever you are, launch myself out of my room, just get up and do some fucking like tons of push-ups or something like that. You get all this sudden energy because you're angry one moment and now you've just turned that energy. You converted it into power, into energy, into drive, into force. And then you have all of this shit then you thought like, oh shit, like I've just relapsed, but like this is the most energy I've had in a long time. And then you realize that like a lot of it's up here, a lot of it is mental, a lot of it is the mental energy that you get drained out of you. But then you transform it and you put it back into yourself and realize, oh shit, I actually got more energy than I thought. And yes, you don't want to relapse unless it's with like a real woman and everything. But this is the thing, like so many guys could use this as the start of their journey, at the start of their transformation, of thinking, oh shit, I really just like hit rock bottom now. I'm fucking fed up with this. I can't do this no more. I have to change. And that's what I did. That's what happened with me. On the day that was my last relapse, like my last like official relapse, that's when I went, my life shit, I can't fucking do this anymore. I'm fed up of feeling shameful for myself. I'm fed up feeling guilty, And like these feelings of guilt and shame, they were like very like, what's the word? It was kind of like soft at first. Like it didn't really like feel like that bad a thing because it was released over a long period of time, so it wasn't that intense. But then the more and more I relapsed, the more shame and guilt I felt. So eventually I went, I'm fed up of feeling sorry for myself. I hate feeling really insecure. I hate feeling anxious. I hate being fucking depressed and miserable all the time, just having no energy. And that fucking launched me out of my current state into a much better one. And that basically what became one of my more productive days. Yeah, it wasn't as productive as, let's say, as being like a month on semen retention when I was doing my business work then and I was uploading videos almost every fucking day, which is insane. So you might have just relapsed, you might relapse the other day, you might be feeling like shit right now, but using this rebound effect, you can turn that into a complete flip 180 and flip the scripts, because that's how everyone starts, right? People who've been retaining for longer than a month right now, especially in the community, they all had a moment where they thought, that's it, fuck this, I can't do this no more. And that was their rebound effect. You've got to do the same thing, because until you see porn as a literal devil, as a fucking toxic drug that's literally killing your life force, you won't change until you get to that point. So use this pain now. Use this pain as actual energy, as life force, as fucking drive to kick your ass in the right direction. But have a good one. And as always, remember why you're doing this.